A two-day outreach to Region 2 was hosted by Vice President Dr. Bharrat Jagdeo. Dr. Jagdeo engaged rice farmers, Gold Scholarship students, and the business community. He also hosts several community meetings. The aim to outline government's many transformational projects to enhance the livelihoods of persons residing in Region 2. The new initiatives which were announced by the Vice President during his visit will provide long-term benefits to the communities. These sentiments were expressed when we took our cameras to the Cinderella County. Now here in Charity with Susanna Bettencourt, and as you can see here, she's a hot dog vendor in the Charity area. Now Susanna, tell me a bit about your thoughts on the visit by the Vice President recently.
Well, was good. He bring a lot of good information, and I like that he was given 800 jobs for the people in Region 2, as well 250 grants. So wow, that's nice for me. At least I am a vendor in the charity market. That would be so good, because as you see, I do a small business. I sell in hot dog, I sell in drinks, and couple snacks and things and so. And I would like to expand, doing more things, selling more things, and wow, this is so good.
Okay. How important do you think it is for persons to upgrade their skills, and also, let's say, for the youth in this region preparing for the oil and gas sector and other sectors here in Guyana?
Well, that is a great opportunity. Right now, I'm currently in the scholarship, the first phase, and I am doing PG in general management, and I enjoy it. It's a good thing for me because I have a degree already, and that's helping me to develop my qualification. And why not enter to the job areas? So that would be nice.
So here with Denise Wolf from Supernam. Now Denise, the Vice President was just here on an outreach to the region. How important do you think it is for government officials to come on the ground and meet with the people in their regions, the people they govern?
Yes, sir, it is very important because, things that, you have persons here who things affecting them, right? Especially job-wise. And it is nice. It's a great venture. I'm happy that, they could come here and meet to the people, that they would know the concern. And yes, and I heard about the grant, and I'm very much interested because I would be able to expand in my business.
Here talking with Narain Lal, a young entrepreneur here in Region 2. Now, Narain has a furniture store. Now, Narain, the Vice President, was here just a few weeks ago and made an announcement about 200 grants to the business community. As a young entrepreneur in Region 2, is that something that would interest you?
Yes, very interested because it benefits me and most young people in the community wide the whole. Okay. And the grant is a very nice thing. Can benefit from the grant, and we can buy some machine for me.
Now, also announced were 800 part-time jobs. How important do you think those jobs are to Region 2?
Oh, very important, because this job will create some jobs for the young people too, and they will get a small stipend, and they will benefit for it a lot.
Share your thoughts on the outreach with me.
I went to the outreach and I gained a lot. He's encouraging residents in Region 2 that we must not depend on rice alone, but we could plant like soda beans and corn, etc. And also he's trying to help the fishermen and the rice farmer. Well, everybody in Region 2 know that the rice industry is a private sector, but the government of Guyana, I'm so proud of them, they're still trying to help the rice farmer.
Also, Vice President would have mentioned scholarships for the region to help raise the level of education in the region. How important do you think is an initiative like that?
Okay, well, one of my daughter did it. She got a scholarship from the government from India. And yesterday she had great news to me. She called me and said, Mommy, I passed my exam, and I am so proud of the president, vice president, and all the ministers that help the young people in this region.
So I'm here with Vanessa Torres, a migrant from Venezuela who is settled here on the Essequibo coast. Now, Vanessa, how long did you live in Venezuela?
29 years,
And how long did you come back to Guyana?
7 years.
Okay. The vice president was recently here. Were you able to attend any meetings? And if you were, where?
Yes, me went meeting him in Pamona,
Okay.
right? And me explain me case, because me want open this little business, because me get me little son and me want fortune for him. Me come back for me land, for me country, He tell me for go and NDC office and talk to the people, for try for help the local government. He get plenty issues internal, trying for help the people because you is Spanish, I want me show all the documents, me for paper, me passport, me ID card, and show me vote for the government, me support the government,
So I told you about the small business grants that are available. You just need to collect the form and apply. If you granted us a grant, what would you like to do with this business here in terms of expansion?
For this last business, me get a next idea for putting a next care by the steamer, because plenty people travel every day, and and you create a next job for some friends or some cousin, or you guys create a next job for other person, and you help the person, you help the family too. That's why me want for the government try for help me for expand this business, because the project what me get is get a restaurant in Guyana for create job for different international food, because me like cook. Me dream is a professional cook.
So I'm talking to Shafina Ali. Vice President was recently here. Several ministers and teams fanned out in Region 2 to meet with the citizens. Share your thoughts on that visit.
Well, I think that the visit here was due very long, and he came here. He speaks a lot about giving out these grants and giving the jobs. I think the job is very beneficial to people right now. Speaking from Hibernia Village, many people came here asking me for forms, which and they're very interested in the job, and some of them reach me, ask me about the cash grant if I hear anything. I said what I heard from him that far, that is what I know. But it's real beneficial to livelihood right now on the Essequibo coast.
Now, as a parent, the return of the book Because We Care cash grant, since the PVPC government has taken office, it's raised from 10 to 19, then from 19 to 25. The school vouchers also increased. The whole allotment is now $30,000. Express to me, how does that make you feel as a parent?
As a parent, that will help me a lot because cost of living gone up. You have to find everything for these children. So it helps a lot in buying school stuff for them and providing meals for them and everything. It really helps.
So I'm here with Mr. Budram at the Guyana Rice Producers Association, their drying compound here. He would have been in attendance at the outreach with the Vice President and his team and other rice farmers and millers in the region. So before we get into that meeting between the rice farmers and the Vice President, tell us your thoughts on the outreach itself.
The outreach was very, very successful based on what the Vice President explained to the people. That to do with the scholarship. They were very satisfied, and the offer that the Vice President give to the recipient, it was very, very good, and that now bring a cloud of other people into it. So I think they make some good. What I would say.
Strides.
Right with that, right. The one with the grant, that also bring more people to fit in, to gain being on that grant thing, right? With the rice farmers, with the visit with the Minister of Agriculture and the Vice President, farmers on the whole, they kind of feel satisfied, right?
So I know that they would have had a protest recently. You said they feel satisfied. Now, Minister Zulfikar, the Vice President, they were here. What were some of the concerns the farmers raised at that meeting?
Mainly fertilizer, which the government don't have any control over. But based on the explanation with the Agriculture Minister and the Vice President, say they would source fertilizer from some other country to bring down the price. They're kind of satisfied with that, because with the war and with COVID, you know, that caused the price to go up,
Right,
and caused the cost of production also to go up.
So I'm here with Diana, a young entrepreneur here at the Supanam Speedboat Stelling area in Region 2. Diana, share your thoughts on the Vice President's visit.
I think it was a very good visit. The Vice President, he was able to talk with citizens and know about issues affecting people in the region, and also he can better the situation.
So scholarships are available to persons in the region just like yourself. Would you encourage youngsters like yourself to register for gold scholarships, and would you also want to apply to probably do business management or marketing to help your small business?
Sure, in the sense that it would help young people to widen their knowledge and they can do better jobs.
Well, the Vice President come and had meeting different outreach and so on. It was good. Because long now the resident SK wanted to be the Vice President. He come and interact with people. He solve a lot of problems. And that was good for the region.
A lot of announcements made. Scholarships for persons to upgrade themselves in the region. 200 grants to businesses to either expand or develop an idea. 800 part-time jobs. As a resident of the region, how do you see this impacting the region?
That will be a great improvement for the region, financially and job-wise, and make many lives better.
I think it was great, knowing that they're trying their best to get things back in order, and we are really grateful for the help and what they're doing, like for the grant, and that's going to be nice. That's going to help our business to rise more and get what we need, and
So,
open
in
back.
terms of COVID, a lot of businesses slowed down. Did you experience that with your business here too?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay.
But I guess it will start develop back, pick up back, because the country open back and people can get to move along and do what they have to do.
So let's say you apply for this grant and you're approved. What would you want to use this grant for?
Well, at least stock up back my shop, because the business not really like before, like how it was going. You're selling the profit is not much. So wherever I sell when the day come, remember I have my bills and so forth. So that at least now I could stock up back the shop and I could be able to manage things differently. You understand me? Yes.
800 part-time jobs coming for this region. How important is that for this region? 800 part-time jobs for persons in this region. How important do you see that for persons in this region?
Well, I think that's gonna be great. That's gonna help the people, to develop more things, to get things in order.
Well, his visit was okay. At least he come to share his view, and the people all around share their view, what they need and what they like to say. They say everything about it.
So 800 part-time jobs coming to the region, 200 grants to the business community. As a resident of Region 2, do you see this benefiting the region?
Sure. It benefit a lot. You see, you don't have to go nowhere to get a scholarship. That's come right here. The grants, very good to the farmers then. And all of this is that's okay for us.
Well, I was invited to that visit, and it was quite a rewarding one for me because I've gained knowledge, and I've also had the opportunity to express rooms for improvement when it comes to the scholarships, right? And one of those areas are expanding the different universities, which I saw that they did for this batch. And I am happy about it. Also, I am also pleased that the Vice President decided he's going to look into subsidizing internet for those persons.
Great. A lot of other announcements were made. There'll be 200 grants for persons with small businesses, scholarships for persons just like you who want to upgrade their qualifications. There'll be 800 part-time jobs. Do you think these will have a major impact on the region?
Yes, development-wise, it will, because a lot of young people in this region doesn't have access to a job or even that foundation to be in a professional environment. And I think that this is an opportunity where they can get exposure, and also with the Gold Scholarship, they can elevate themselves in that capacity. So with the grants as well for the small business and for persons who have started their business already, I'm saying that some of us can look into actually value-added products since for rice sector. So some of the value-added products is improving on our cereal, and I think that we should also interview kids, because 90% of the persons who consume cereals are kids, and make it a little bit more attractive. So research needs to be done in that capacity. So I'm encouraging the persons in the processing sector to come on board if they have that as an interest.
I'm here with Narendra Prasad, a tailor at Soddy here in Region 2. Now, Narendra, the Vice President was recently here. Share your thoughts on the visit.
I think it was a good visit.
Now, he made an announcement about 200 grants being available to small business persons to either expand the business or to develop a business idea. You as a tailor here in Soddy, would you be interested in applying for that grant?
Yeah, sure.
How do you see that grant helping you?
Well, at least it will benefit me from develop my business, at least expand the business, buy more cloth, buy more sewing machine.
Thank you for having me and giving me this wonderful opportunity where I can reflect on the Vice President's visit, which I think was very timely and relevant. First of all, I know it was a visit that was long awaited by in this region here, and we very much look forward. We anticipated that visit because we know when the Vice President comes, you always expect things to happen because he's a man of action, and that's what you expect. So that kind of excitement and anticipation is always there. You're always putting away whatever you have to do in order to make yourself available for that visit, and that was what residents did who had to raise urgent concerns. And I know that it will bear fruit. First of all, it was announced way ahead of the in a timely manner as well. So people had the time to come out to air their concerns, and I think it was really much in a well planned, and with the issues that was raised, some of them were already addressed, even as you speak, right? And which in that is what was anticipated. So again, we were not disappointed.
I was very happy that the Vice President with his team visit Region 2. We were looking forward for that for a very long time.
Now, did you have a chance to meet with the VP one-on-one, discuss any issues you might be having?
Yes, I didn't meet one by one. We had a business meeting, and I raised some issue with him, and I'm sure he will look into it. Okay. Because right now all of my document in his hand, and I know I will get help from him. I really appreciate it.
Now, Region 2 has been seeing a lot of development. There's a new housing scheme going in at Charity. They're putting in 2 solar farms, one at Lima Sands, one at Onderneming. Do you see development happening in the region since this new PPPC administration has taken over?
Yes, I do see it. I do, a lot.